Alright, I can't wait any longer. So, it's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're having a rough day sitting at the desk? Just as proof that I never played this game before. Whole sign-up process. Hours on Steam. This is a love story. You keep playing, said, let's go. How do I put this game in full screen? There we go. Hold on, I gotta make sure.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's pretty simple. I just have to kill a princess. End of the world. Talking about. Consider that maybe that she's gone. She's locked up. Killing a princess seems kind of bad. There's a lot of options. Forget it. I'm not. You consider that maybe I'm a woman. Oh wow, so edgy. Do I get some sort of reward for this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. I'm just gonna leave.
Seriously?
I'm just heading out.
You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah, I'm out.
Do you even know where you're going?
Away from here, obviously. Just nope. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Oh, son
How
of a
convenient.
bitch.
Everything's back on track
Dang,
again. Maybe the
dude,
world
all
can still be
paths
saved
lead to the
after all.
cabin.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm out of
It's
here, man.
remarkably selfish.
Let's
If
see
you
where that
ask
other
me.
path goes.
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. Your silence
Gonna
is
quietly
deafening.
continue down the path.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that?
Gosh
You're
darn
in the cabin
it.
again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology,
Stream is
but
messing
I have
up?
to say, it seems like the universe
What's wrong with the
itself
stream?
is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Did it just black out? Should be good now. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah, well, I guess I'll start walking in a different direction again and again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making
Is
the
it still not
wrong
working?
one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
It looks like it's working. I'm still getting spammed with hey you, but it looks like it's working now.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
As I trek into the woods, something strange starts to happen. Oh, I can see the cabin in the background now.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that these flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
You're darn right I do. I love irritating you, narrator.
You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander
You
off into
first.
the forest in search of certain death.
Too.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Ew, strange.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the...
Oh, I can't even leave this time.
My tricks? What on earth are
What
you
was that?
talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Yeah.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Yeah.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet.
No.
And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Lumber Legends asks, is this a chat simulator? No. I mean, no, it's like a choice-based game where, you know, you're told to slay the princess. I don't know much else about it. My fiance wanted me to play it, so I'm just playing it. I'm just being obstinate to this narrator guy.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Lumber Legend says, first choice, don't play this game.
A warning before you go any further. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that.
I don't feel like it's
when
simple.
everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important... Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more. Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to... This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Why do I look like
I hope
that?
you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I was thinking, why does the cursor look like a monster's finger? I was like, that can't be my finger, right?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I'm not going to take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks
Oh
open,
god.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
MC Escher? Is that you down there?
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh god.
No.
That's a demon.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Amen. Oh god. Take the harsh stairs.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
That way.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself
Why'd my
begin to untether.
cursor change?
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced
Oh, everything's
are the
just losing
endless
more and more
repeating
detail.
patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh. Hello.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And, why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us.
She doesn't seem very bothered by the whole situation.
Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it.
It's okay. Don't worry.
What's happening?
Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right?
Seems like when I asked her
What
questions, she
exactly
can.
happened last
There's
time?
there's like a multiple different worlds and multiple different worlds of the world, like her different
it matter?
answers.
Yes, it matters.
Like when I say things,
I'm
I was
not
like,
gonna
I'm
waste any more
sorry,
time
I didn't
crying
realize I
out
was here.
details of
And
your
she's
own
like,
piece
yeah,
of
I can tell.
irritating
And then there's a different version of her that's like, it's okay.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here and you need... Ooh, new plan! Let's see if we can make even more of her.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade.
Nah.
Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out.
Or are these just
Barely a
fractures
way
of her
in.
personality or something?
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? And do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Uh-oh.
Everything you've heard about me is true.
Oh, God.
To lay waste to everything, starting with you.
I mean, I don't. Well, starting with me, I didn't do
Reaching
anything
its
to
breaking
you.
point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only
What's
getting
up,
worse.
Jake Branch? How's it going?
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone.
I didn't want to slay her. I wanted to help
Is this what the
her.
end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
I may have messed up with my contrarian attitude.
There are parts of us that are dead and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong.
Oh, God.
It's so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think how surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Oh, God. Oh.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try... And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do? It is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do? I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Oh, I'm a spoopy monster. Uh-oh.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Call me a fragile vessel? Uh-oh.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be. She is part of me, and part of me is. You speak in circles.
I want to
Does it
call
matter
this
where
hot,
one
Taka.
thing begins and another ends?
Bro.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Giga Plane says, hey, check your Discord when you get a chance. Oh, I can, whoops. Oh no, I'm upside down. There we go. Gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Hmm. Oh. Alright. First, I asked you about the narrator.
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walks. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
What? I'm gonna ask, do you know about the worlds beyond
I know
this?
only that they are.
I'm gonna ask, Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something.
So I'm gonna say how much life
Everything.
it.
Until we meet again.
Oh. I asked, aren't you? What to say? Hey, what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Are you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Fair enough. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then
I can just wait forever.
You
Let's
are
do it.
as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know.
Is this my
what
forever
it
now?
means to
This
be you.
amalgamation of princesses
I will be
yapping
here
at me?
waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Alright, I regret choosing. Oh? Is that one of the game's endings that it crashes? If I select for. The game crashed! Is that. Was that supposed to happen?
You have returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were
That's
gone
hilarious!
I never left your side.
That's really good game design. The game shuts off when you select waiting forever, and then when you open the game again, it just goes, "You have returned to me." That's really good. That's really good design. That's clever. That is clever.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
She asked to tell you that to remember her. Won't.
You're on a path in the woods,
Ah,
and at the
jeez.
end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay.
Or what if I just go full Slayer? Silently
Make your
walk
way
to
up
the
the
cabin.
short path to the cabin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what...
Hey, the cabin looks
is
normal.
almost
Okay,
entirely
sweet.
bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the
normal
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stair.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No, no, no,
And drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after
I
we
wanted to
talk
continue
her.
the
Maybe she
Stone
really
Cold
is a
like
monster.
Slayer,
Killing someone
but
in
the
cold blood isn't very
no
becoming
was
of
too
us.
funny.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the
What?
woods, and at the end of that path, you're hit.
Skip.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
So
That's
stop.
the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. Those are two. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits. Just be quick about it. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about... People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I'm a special boy.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning. She will lie.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever,
Crystal.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind living in that cabin.
The cabin
Okay,
is tighter
it's
than
very
its
different
exterior
now.
would suggest. Its cold stone walls
Why
press
does it
in
look
on
like
you,
this on the
as if
inside?
trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination.
Does it look like a cabin
The
on the
only
outside?
furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's...
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a... What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
You take... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
Oh, sulfuric? It
If
smells
the
like
princess
blood.
lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final
God.
step, the form of the princess
A
comes into
tiefling.
view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes! I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Hey, yo, sounds like your kind of girl, Taka.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different...
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
Pika Plane says, what was that Taco said before? Oh yeah, Taco was saying, that's kind of hot. Discus Star. How you doing? Oh, hi, adversary. Nice path. Then Jessica Starr also said, "No, the title says Bullied to play, but I hope you're enjoying it."
We're not gonna
Yeah,
have our weapons
it's
stuck in our
interesting for
arm.
sure. It's cool.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you get it, don't you?
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs.
Glad you're doing
you
well.
feel them
That's good.
splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. As she strikes you again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap. It would appear that she's loose. We're fine! You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
Uh-oh.
She tosses it at your feet.
Pick up the blade and attack her again. No need for
You and the
talking.
princess attack each other
Pretty
once
brutal,
again,
yeah.
each of you dealing
Right in
a
the
single,
chest.
terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Rosati says, "Are you on Twitch?" I am not on
Is
Twitch.
Over.
Twitch
Dead.
Twitch
I
has
know
an
this isn't the
exclusivity
happiest ending
agreement.
for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin.
You're not supposed to. You
There are
can,
few
but you're not
better
supposed to
endings
stream
for
on
it.
Twitch and YouTube or anything else. YouTube doesn't have an exclusivity agreement,
you
so
going to listen
I
to
stream
him?
on YouTube. I make
Or are you
videos. I
going to
make
listen
shorts.
to me?
Feel free to subscribe if you see anything you like. Just say, well, are you going to listen to him, or are you going to get up? Yeah,
Wait,
get up.
No,
Get
that
up.
can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
Speak It Plain said, "Ha ha ha, bullied might be an overstatement."
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then
No, she's dead. She has to be. No! Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
Speak It Plain said, "I see something I like in the lower left corner." Aw, that's sweet. Rosati said, "You got the stranger first and then this? Damn, I guess you don't want to be nice to the princess today." Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to be mean to the princess my first go around. I tried to leave and not kill her. But that didn't end well, so I decided, alright, well, I'll just kill her.
Back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to.
Oh yeah, first time playing.
She clearly never actually died.
Just started.
Just missed her heart.
In the beginning of the stream, I showed like I had like 0 hours and everything like that. It asked me to select my language. So.
just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
I'm not gonna speak to
With
her.
unbreakable
I refuse to speak to her. I feel like when I
snatched the
speak to
blade
them,
from the floor,
they like get in my
stumbled
brain.
back to your feet. Both you
Jessica
and the
Starr
princess
said-
quake with adrenaline as your eyes
on,
lock
listen.
across the basement floor and share a knowing look.
Jessica Starr said, well, she's got great taste. As for this game, incredible voice acting. Only 2 people, only 1 artist, Abby, who hand-drawn and animated everything. As for an indie game, it's very well done. Oh, 100%. It's an amazing game. Yeah, it's a great game for sure. Rosati said, the male voice actor is so good at doing multiple voices that all of them sound the same. Wait, was it? All even don't need the subtitle. If you don't know what voice act, you know, expect it. Yeah, they're doing a really good job. Like, I like the stubborn voice, especially like in this go around, the stubborn voice. I like it a lot. Good stuff.
Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck.
Oh,
Right
man, that's
against her
brutal.
vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing.
What? Do you ever find out like why my character looks like a lizard person?
You both
I'm just
collapse to the ground
curious.
before either
'Cause I
of
feel
you
like I'm
has
supposed to be a
chance survey
person.
the damage.
But I'm a weird gecko person or whatever.
And then we get up.
Oh,
Yes.
back up.
And then you get up.
Yeah. Rosati said, yeah, the game gets really gory sometimes. Speak of Plane said, yes. Rosati said, it is a horror game, I guess. Yeah. Then Speak of Plane said, oh, does it? The art is so cutesy. Rosati said, I could tell you why you look like a lizard, but I don't know if you care about those very light spoilers. Oh, could say, but it's a spoiler. Okay, alright. Don't tell me that. I'll try to figure it out.
That was a good one. More.
Like, you do find it out in the game, right? Like, you don't have to look it up.
You and the princess exchange dozens of
Oh,
devastating
jeez!
blows. Sometimes you
Good
manage to
lord!
touch her, and
It's so
sometimes
brutal.
she tears through you before you have a chance to
That
act.
one right there, this
More
one
often than
right
not,
here
each
is
of you fells the
insanely
other in the same
brutal.
moment.
It reminds me of the scene where Levi is fighting the Beast Titan, and he like puts the sword in the mouth, and you can see the sword poking through his eye. It's spooky. Jessica Starr, yes, you find out. Rosati said, no, well, I mean, you piece it together with more different hand angles and stuff like that. Okay. So hand angle, okay. Well, I look like I have feathers.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
As I said, I'm sorry, when do you see a sword poking out of Zeke's eye? Well, so in the manga, you like see it pushing through his cheek, and like it actually pushes through and gets to his eye. But in the anime, you see Levi put the sword in there, and you can see the sword poking through his cheek. You don't see it go through, but you see it poking, like it's messing up his cheek. If you go to like when Levi first fights the Beast Titan, he like slices his arm up and everything like that. When he puts the sword in his mouth, you can see the sword in his cheek. It's like cutting through his face.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer. The voice. He'll never answer. It's gone. Oh.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is...
What is this place?
Or are we in the nothing again?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so tired.
Oh, it's happening again. Being consumed. You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Zadi said, "Oh god, I just saw the manga panel. That's gross." Yeah. And then Rain said, not Rain, sorry, Speak It Plain said, "You."
And there's that. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Screw that! This can't be the end. It just can't!
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. So do you just get to see more and more of yourself, like every time you come here? Oh, I got glowy eyes. I got this creepy, scaly hand. I got feathers. What am I? Speak It Plain says, "Haha, you can just say Rain, lol." Find yourself in the long quiet once again. See. Yep. What's up?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
That goes pretty hard.
The vessels
If you don't like my answers, then you need not
meaning
ask me
than
questions.
anything words could say in the spaces between.
Bars. Absolute bars.
Eyes close in reflection.
Zadi said, "Did you get the game with 2024 DLC or it adds 3 extra paths?" I think I just got the base game on Steam. I don't think I got the DLC.
Experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths.
So if
What I will
I'm
be is different than what I am.
so if
What
the more
am
I
is different from
do,
what I was.
the more I do in this game, the more like this creature absorbs the princesses. So if I lead the game in a direction that the princess is nicer, will the creature not end the world, and will the creature in general be nicer?
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold.
I don't know
or
how to lead the
achieve.
game where the princess is nicer, but still, I mean, this one wasn't very nice at all.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untried.
After that question, Rosati said, "Can't tell. Spoilers. Oh, the DLC for Pristine Cut is absolutely free. You say you don't know, as if you tried every path after the long fall."
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Should update on Steam. Well, they may have just automatically downloaded then. Here, let me check real quick. 1 second. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I have any DLC installed for it, so I may have to update it in my play. Jessica Star said, "Oh, automatically." Then Jessica said, "But yes, no price. It's free." Then Rosati said, "I think the main menu title should say the Pristine Cut." Okay, I'll check after this.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, but they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Attack the entity. I can destroy my own body.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I don't want to kill the
long for
entity.
your
The
return,
entity seems
but
kind of
it will
cool.
give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Girl and
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Zadi said, and then you shed, put you out of misery. Killing a princess seems kind of... Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered what maybe I'm okay with defending? Yeah, I'm gonna go with a really like edgy hero
wants the world to
this
end.
playthrough right now. Huh? What?
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those. Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get... It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination. That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will lie. She will cheat. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Like I said, okay. No wrong choices, decisions. It's a love story. Even when it seems it's not. Very mind-bending. All the paths. Plans for this run? I want to be edgy. Like, you know, the whole, what if I don't mind if the world ends? I want to be edgy this run. Nihilist, I guess. I want to be a nihilist.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale. The blade is your implement. You'll need it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Speaking
This
plain
is
says,
an oppressive
you know?
place. Her voice
Jessica
carries
says,
up the
fair enough.
stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all...
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let...
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife,
100%.
so you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If
Then I'm not talking to you.
you stare at the princess, she squints back. The
She
two of
squints
you are going to
back.
do
She
this
squints
forever,
back.
aren't you? You
Squint at the princess even harder.
So does she. At least nobody's dying. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Squinting.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I don't trust her.
Against your better
I
judgment,
don't trust her.
you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh, she seems sad. A relationship? Are you coming on to
Don't
me?
jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Ah, bit pedantic, sure.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
You look
If I'm
kind of
supposed
creepy
to be
right now.
capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
This is so creepy. Stop making it. Shut up.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of
eyes,
us have
yeah.
going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Yeah, why would we be killing each other? That'd be so silly.
She has a point.
Jessica said
There's
those
a reason I've
eyes.
been telling you to
Sorry,
question the
sorry.
situation, and there's a reason
that's
you've
a link.
listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world?
I'll give her this much. She has a
Or do you
point.
trust
Yeah,
whoever put me here?
it's true, Jessica.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less. She hesitates before answering.
you can address me as your
Then
Royal
again,
Highness.
what's the
Or Her Majesty.
then again,
Any
what's the
honorific should
narrator
do,
doing?
really.
Say more, up to you. Oh dang.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Too long.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Oh.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
She's
Right?
suggesting cutting her arm off?
She is.
Or
I'm sure
hand
of
off?
it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I'm gonna try to let her out. They're equal in a way, but both refuse to spill the. I'd turn around and leave, but you did that with. Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding
The princess doesn't tell me anything. The narrator doesn't tell me anything. They just give me orders.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't.
And like I said, if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something. Break you.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Uh-oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is... Your shouts, and I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay... You make your way back to the bottom. Easier for who? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Sure, I'm gonna save the princess.
Against your better
Oh, God.
judgment, you place the blade
Oh,
against
God.
the princess's arm, just above the massive,
Poor girl.
yielding chain.
Why didn't you cut down there where the hand is instead of up here? You're losing so much more. And now you're gonna have to cut through bone. If you cut up here, you just cut through tendon. It's not as bad. It's still rough.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She
I feel like I
turns so
made a
much as
mistake,
utter a
but
sound.
oh well.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom
What?
stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I don't want to do this.
Watch me.
No! No! That's just not right. That is not right. That is not at all the choice I wanted to make. Royal queens don't flinch when their arm gets cut off. Yeah. But this is not fair.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that.
Chill. It was the narrator. Chill. There was no option to warn her. Was there? Am I stupid? Did I really? What? I did not. I genuinely did not see the very obvious warn her option. Oh, dude.
As the blade falls from your trembling
I'm an
hands,
idiot.
the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker.
Go ahead.
You fall to your
Kill me.
knees,
I'm
barely
stupid and
able
I
to
missed the
process
option.
ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How?
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like I'm sorry, but everything goes dark.
Damn this narrator.
You're here to a terrible you know.
Man.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Oh man, the tower. This one's boring as hell for me. Either way, yeah. Jessica says either way, yeah, you're blind. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
You bitch.
Very sorry.
If that's what you want. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble. The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so? We don't feel small. We are small.
Voice of the Broken. Oh my goodness. I'm a beta in this playthrough.
That's because there's definitely there isn't. Who cares? He knows.
Whole mirror thing.
You walk this real. We should count ourselves lucky. No blade.
I'm not gonna take a blade.
No blade.
I got the voice of the
It
Broken.
doesn't matter. The door to the basement creaks
Say?
open, revealing.
Yeah,
a
I'm sorry. I
spiral
missed your voice. I'm gonna
staircase.
stop skipping.
Its
My bad.
steps almost as deep as you are tall.
Sorry.
The smell of incense
As he
drifts
says,
up
as
from
in
below.
this
For a
is
moment,
new content
You
you've never
almost
seen.
feel at ease.
Jessica said didn't mean any offense. Oh no, no offense taken.
This is actually
My right eye is
kind
like
of nice.
actually technically blind, like
It's still a stone
diagnosed.
basement.
Everything.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried?
Yeah,
about
voice of
your
the Broken
sudden change in attitude?
is a beta
Just a
sim.
few minutes ago, you were going on about how
She wants us
pointless
to see
everything
her.
was.
We need
Now
to
you
see her.
want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort. Every step required. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in
She's
the
like a
wind
god.
starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Absolutely not.
But the words don't leave your
Oh.
mouth. Instead,
I'm forced to
your
kneel.
legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
Uh-oh.
And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Uh-oh.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you,
Jessica
little
Star,
bird,
oh little bird,
will help me see
she
that.
sees us with feathers. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable.
Dread
Can't
it.
you feel it?
Run from it.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart. Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
This is so many guys' fantasy.
And all you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Shut up, voice of the broken.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god
She complains, says,
of her
an
own
empty
will
place on her
is no
side.
story at
Nah,
all.
shut it down. She's
It's
for the
not
streets.
worthy of everything
She's for the
I
streets,
am,
bro.
Or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference.
Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Oh, I only have one option.
Your will was so easily broken. Am
The
I
game
that
literally gave me no
magnificent?
choice.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
See, like, hands in the background.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I
don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, mother.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Oh, the narrator's on her side now. Okay.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave. Nothing.
Oh. Thank goodness. The creature from the abyss was like, alright, that's about enough. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
return.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Whiskey said, from narrator scream, you don't have Steam cut, just the original game. Like I said, update is free, but yes, it changed. Oh,
I don't want to look at us.
I'll have to get that DLC sometime.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels this is what we all deserve.
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them, but you need to see what's in it. Oh. I'm a slimy little gremlin this time. Okay. It's a slimy little guy. Find yourself long quiet. At the approaching.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. My waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you You are what brings me meaning. Know that the pain of your journey will subside in due time.
Brisky says, narrator, gosh. Either way, one more path. End game.
But you still have a ways to go before we are done. As easily as you can stand to be you, you are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen.
Brisky says,
The
nice
angles
to
of my
see.
vantage do not offer me
Thank you for
hidden
streaming,
truths,
Arctic.
and
Plus
my
one
attention is
sub
turned inward,
YouTube. Thank you,
except when
Jessica.
you are
Appreciate
here
you
with
dropping
me.
by. Thank you for the commentary and all the hints to the game and everything like that.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Special thank you to Jessica.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. My bad. I'm back. A lot went on in chat. It was Speak It Plain and Jessica talking. So yeah. Yeah. Thanks for all the love, Jessica. Super appreciate you.
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself a... We will know when we... The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to
Super
treasure the
appreciate you,
gifts you
Jessica.
bring
Jessica
me.
said, all I'm trying to say is you're both amazing. Thank you both for being who you are. Super kind of you. Thank you.
I will be here.
Thank you for being who
when
you
it
are,
is time
Jessica.
for us to meet again.
You're on a path. You're here. You make all she will not. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Big Plane said, yeah, thank you, Jessica. I'm driving right now and I can't read all of that, but I appreciate the support to us both.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot right.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be... You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You seem so nice and sweet this go around.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Okay, I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Oh
before
my
raising
God.
Her arm to her mouth, her teeth
Oh, I did not expect that.
Of a trapped wolf.
Jeez.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how, or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment,
Oh,
you
she
place
has
the
a little
blade
bit of
against
blood
the
in her mouth
ragged,
this time. This is so
self-inflicted
sad.
wound on the princess's arm,
Poor
just
girl.
above the unyielding
No one
chain
deserves this.
binding her to this place. You cut, into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. As the princess approaches the bottom
There's
stair,
a warn
her
her.
body
There's a warn
steps
her
forward
option.
and
Remember,
raises the
Arctic,
blade.
there's a warn her option.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do... Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, she faces me this time. Warn her. Okay, warn her. There's an option right there. I'm so blind.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
You're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stop it. Stop it, princess.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two... Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Stab. I'm sorry. Stab.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Sad.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay. My trip. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time. Our beloved. Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Hmm? Yeah, it's funny.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
It's a bit shallow.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
It's a cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. That's because there isn't a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome
That's
I
a
am.
great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? You walk. This really isn't. You reach forward and it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of
Rosati
place, and
says,
now we'll
"Oh,
never know.
smitten. Is this
Can't gallantly sweep her off her feet
the
if we have a feather
damsel?"
out
Yeah,
of
this is
place.
the damsel. I like the smitten. He's really funny.
The door to the basement
Oh, it's
creaks
pretty.
open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I'm getting another work call. Alright, I am back. So sorry for that. Work has been blowing my phone up today. I said work. Alright, a bunch of people have commented. Okay. The stories they tell in indie games mean so much more than the AAA plus because the people involved believe in the project. Yet, Corpse, they only have profits. Yeah, 100%. Like anything EA is connected to is just garbage because all they care about is profits. EA games are pretty much always garbage. Like you know, EA owns Respawn. So Respawn can make some pretty good games, but it's normally they can make pretty good games if EA kind of leaves them to do what they need to be doing. But then as soon as EA touches the game kind of just goes corporate and it doesn't go very well. Like Respawn was trying to make Timefall 3 and then EA got involved and they were like, no, this needs to be a battle royale game. So then they made Apex. Don't get me wrong, I like Apex, but I think I would have liked Titanfall 3 more.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Her voice,
I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Yeah, I have a lot of answers. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. You have to cut yourself out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back then? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over the body. It was extremely unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Poor little voice. Like, am I still muted? Did I forget to unmute? No, I didn't. Okay. For a second, I was like, I think I didn't click unmute.
You died, and now we're talking.
Interesting.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
This is probably my second favorite version of the voice.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Pardon me, sorry.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out.
But have you seen her angelic face?
She should get a pass by destroying the world.
Apparently, yes.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains.
Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to...
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature, Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her binding.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Give
You
her
approach the
her
princess
freedom,
and
the choice.
gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Slip her hands free smoke.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Jessica says, "You got this."
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be
Yeah,
buried in
got
her
it.
back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now? That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand.
Seems like
the
it. This is
last
kind of
hopes
sweet.
of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand.
Oh, this is sweet.
Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world
Jessica
are no
Star,
match
heart
for
in the
strength
spitting,
of true
makes the
love.
world. Frick the bad narrator, yeah. She's right. It isn't fair, but the unfairness of the world is no match. Are no match for the strength of truth.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
This
Of
is so
course
funny.
you wouldn't understand. Our
So
passions
sweet.
run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Too bad, court of law. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks.
It opens! Let's
The
go!
door
sakes.
Let's
open up. Are you kidding
go!
me? Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's
Where's
still
the
a
knife there?
chance for you
No.
to do the right thing.
No.
Take the blade
Ignore
from
the knife.
table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
I hate you too,
You know,
narrator.
if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Yeah, happy ending. Oh, do we just shoot? Do we stay? Just be happy with her, or do we stop these interruptions? I've already made up my mind we're leaving. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Can I make a save point? Yeah, nice.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other.
That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that?
Oh,
Was she
no.
not wooed by our proclamation of love?
Are we not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Okay. That's the way out.
Let's get
We're
out of
going
here.
to leave together.
Get out of here,
just
princess.
like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Let's go.
Our happy ending at last.
Is it actually a happy ending? Is she going to be consumed by the void now?
We did it. What
Oh,
should we do now?
no. This is sad.
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh, no.
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
No. No. Oh, that sucks. But you don't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to take leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? And is that a mirror? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so...
Do it then.
I wonder what I look like this time. Sign that says useful word. I look even more like my arm. Oh, did I pluck some feathers out? Because like this arm, I don't know. My arm doesn't look as scaly as it normally is. Weird. Hi, sweet.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Christine, new ending, happy ever after. That choice, new content. You will see. Still Bravo, you seen? Ugh.
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there? There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on
Jessica
a winter's
said,
day.
it is what it is.
They are not like us. They do not last. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. If I did, I would already be awake. No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Jessica Starr said, last path, 5 out of 5.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours. 1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude. These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
The base game, you're seeing beyond what was seen. Jessica Charles said, good luck. No wrong choices, no wrong answer.
You've already tried waiting, but the next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for
You're here to...
This freaking guy.
You make a warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. The interior of the blade is your... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice soft.
Hello?
Liz, don't let it fool. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. binding her to the far wall. I am begging you to
Hi! I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out... You're only making...
Thank you.
You're making... No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chair. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have...
Maybe it's doubtful.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we were tempted. Is someone... Your shout. You tried. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight...
If I could just get out of these...
She rips her flesh. Or you won't like what... Fine. Against you cut. The blade is sharp. She didn't know.
I've seen this.
How is she still smart?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No. Wait, watch me.
Oh.
Stop.
It's blacked out. No. No. No.
Thank you.
There's no getting... A betrayal of will is still a betrayal.
She pounces on you with but it's not enough to stop her. You feel her. You collapse to the floor. Your body unresponsive. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to... It can't just end like... As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened.
You should have spoken to her.
I'm sorry.
Dang it.
But it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bitch. I should have spoken
You're
to her.
on a
I
path
meant to go down there and
towards-
speak to her.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here.
Damn.
She don't...
Voice of the opportunist. Don't worry, you can trust us.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted
Spooky.
roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. No blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are
All
being
your heart
coated in
is
mud
consent.
with each intake of breath. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be... But you are. You're a wretched... I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you...
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going... Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark
Thing,
room
this
below.
sucks.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
She's nippy. She's feisty.
You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed me as much.
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time. I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure, we didn't plot anything, but it's easy to see how she might think we did. Oh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. Well, if you're sorry, then let me out of here. Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll... I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
I was trying to be nice to her again. The game didn't let me choose to spare her, so I had to try to slay her. She killed me, and now she's upset. Now I've come back, and she's upset because I,
seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Now it's the story of the witch.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us
Sorry,
to get
Princess,
out of
it
here.
was undetermined.
We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world. Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That's sneaky. A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
She's the witch. OMG, hear
This
her
is
out.
why
I'm trying.
She can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings.
I'll trust her.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
To be fair, I'm the one that like technically betrayed her, so.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs.
It wouldn't be fair for me to tell her to go first. Like, she was going first last time. Like, her betrayed her.
Perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No.
It's deep. I trust her and trust you equally. Well, thank you, Justin.
You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing.
Damn it.
The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively.
You both got this. Come on, you love each other.
Realize that you won't
Both
be
of you
getting
together.
up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done. Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she... Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
What a sad ending.
It's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
She's gone, and there's that note. This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Feels final, I don't know.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
The voices feel small, distant. I'm nothing? Bro. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You feel refocus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow.
I think you know what I am.
Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in glass. Then another crack. Another. Turning the mirror into jagged shards.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it?
It's cool looking.
You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far. Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. Of course, that is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Long quiet. I'm a god. Okay. Jessica said, I promise nothing but the best. It's up to you. It's up to you to interpret. You're both incredible. Even now, I was nothing but an observer. Still, I promise I wish nothing but the best. From now on, blessing good fortune. Thank you, Jessica.
By slaying the princess, once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that. You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature.
Thank you, Jessica.
There's no accounting for free will. It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective. From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have
Frick the
collectively
demons.
heard your
Please
every
remember
thought
that.
and
I
driven your
will.
every action.
I will, Jessica.
If that isn't being part of you, then what is? She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though. There's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
Whoa.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final door? Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black
Your
islands
fiancé
in
cares
the
about you?
blinding
Is he
light
separate?
of the infinite. There is nothing to
I
resolve.
do. She's my.
Nothing restraining us.
Why
but
she's my
us.
fiance? What?
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape.
Your liver takes a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you.
You're not lucky because
Forever
we're
and
each
ever
other.
and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Who are you, Jessica? Are you know us, or are you just someone who randomly jumped into the stream?
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color.
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered
No,
you a place
just because
at
there's
my
no need to
side,
play.
you
You're perfect.
gladly became the instrument
Oh, I am
of my
nothing
new
but happy to
creation.
be here. Okay, I want to say you're
Only
nothing.
with both of us
Good
is there a
person.
future to look towards.
No one's
It is
nothing.
hope that carves meaning into being.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into...
do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Oh, is it no? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together. This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go. What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Yo, my voice is coming back. Voice of the hero. Oh no, wait. No.
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you. Apparently that's not true, but we can worry about it later. Seems like you've been doing alright on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there.
It's time to resume our day.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean. No hard feelings about taunting us with our deaths, by the way. I thought it was funny. Not sure about the others, though. They're not happy. Oh, they'll get over it.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through. No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but if that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point. Those winding stairs again.
Have this left over, maybe.
But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were... Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being...
It's okay. You can come down. We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page? That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of... her. But we weren't very good at it. A conversation with us then probably wouldn't have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you.
Did I
what? It was
what?
time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is... unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us. We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
Yeah, after everything she gave me, yeah.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you. It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about. I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us. Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it? We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides, I don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah, we really are the same.
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but there were also something new. We don't know if you'll find that answer satisfying. Perhaps you'd rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been shaped by the experiences of all of the others. Yes. That feels right to us.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much.
But that's what you've always been, even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are, and neither can we. So, you might as well embrace it.
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want? After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
It's quiet. A comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and together. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, anticipation. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize them. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they know they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside. You follow their confident step.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Oh.
And we love you too.
Yo! Good ending. Bad ending? Well, that was a great game. A lot to think about. There's a lot to, It says Slay the Princess the pristine cut, so I think I do actually have the DLC. Wow. That was a really good game. A lot to think about. I'll probably come back to it and stream it some other time, but that was really fun. Thank you for everyone that joined, and everyone that's still watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and like the video. Anyone who's watching later, thank you. Bye-bye.